Hello my dear students, how are you all? Welcome to Diksha Karnataka YouTube channel. I hope all of you are doing good. Today is day 51 of our series 60 out of 16 KCET mathematics in 100 days. Okay, as you know, we are doing vector algebras. Okay, so today is part 5, the last concept session for the vector algebra chapter. Okay, so we'll talk about the last one, which is product of the vector product of the any two given vectors, okay, and the properties of it. We'll also discuss today a projection of a vector on another vector. Okay, so these are the concept: projection of a vector on another vector, vector product of two vectors, okay, and properties of the vector product with some additional questions. I've taken total of 11 questions today that will solve in the today's session. Okay, now great. So I hope you have learnt and enjoyed the previous sessions of vector algebra. They were pretty easy, right? And the questions were also very challenging, easy kind. So all categories were there. So today's session, I've again taken some good questions. I hope you will solve it. So as promised, after this session, you'll have another session coming up. In that, I'll solve only practice, only revision. So I'll take around 10 to 15 questions, and I'll solve that in the next session for your chapter vector algebra, just for practice. Then later onwards we'll start the new chapter, which is 3D geometry. Okay, so I hope you're ready, I hope you're prepared. So please take your pen and paper out and solve the questions with me. But before that, let me teach you the concepts of projection of a vector on another vector. Okay, so let's see the first thing which is coming up for you. Let's see, bacha. Coming up here is projection of a vector on a line. Okay, basically, so if I have a vector written like this, so names are given OA and OB, so let me draw it like that. So let's say this is my OA, okay, point O and point A, vector is like this. OB, let's say it's like this, OB, okay. So OA and OB are the vectors given by what vector? A here and B here. So vector OA is A and vector OB is B. Okay, then projection of A on B will represent what, bacha? Have a look. I'll try to draw this little longer. The vector B. 1 second. Okay, yes. Okay, so the projection will look like this. Okay, so this is the projection, bacha. Now what about this? For vector B, you're gonna get this as a projection. Have a look. This is a projection for vector OB or vector B on the line OA. Okay, so these are the 2 points. Okay, now what are the coordinates I can take for this? So we have triangle OAM we are considering. This is the angle theta, bacha. This is the angle between the vectors. Theta is the angle between the vectors. Okay, so triangle OAM, right? OAM, cos theta is OAM, right? So cos theta is going to be OM by OA. Correct, OM by OA. This is going to be what, bacha? N. Correct. Just wanted to know the right way, whether it is M or this is N. So this is my figure. What is this figure? So vector OA or the vector A is drawn like this, and vector B is drawn like this, with the angle between them to be theta degrees. Okay, or whatever it is, theta radians or degrees, the unit doesn't matter over here. Thus theta is the angle between the two vectors. Okay, projection means what? This part. This part means not this. That's the altitude. So this part over here means the projection. Please have a look. This means the projection of the vector B on A, and this means the projection of vector A on B. Simple. That's how you project it, right? That's how you project it. And same way, vector B on A is ON. Great. Now if you see in triangle OAM, great. Have a look. OAM. What's the cos theta value going to be? Base or adjacent by opposite, or sorry, adjacent by hypotenuse. So what is adjacent? OM, which is B. Okay, so OM upon OA, please check. OM upon OA. What is OM, bacha? OM is not B, sorry, OA is A. Okay, so OM I write it as like this: OM upon OA. OA is how much? OA is vector A. This is equals to what? Cos theta. Cos theta. Excellent. So what is OM going to be? OM going to be vector A times of cos theta. OM is also a vector. Great. OM is also a vector A times of cos theta. Great. If I'm talking about the scalar part only, not considering the magnitude, like the vector form, then I can write without the vector also. Okay, only the magnitude we're considering. Only the magnitude, please have a look. Only the magnitude if you're considering. A is the magnitude of the vector A, written as O vector, OA vector the magnitude, or simply as OA. Okay, chaliye. This also, as mentioned, only we are considering what? Magnitude. If I do that, my result will be what? OM equals to A cos theta. OM equals to A cos theta. Similarly, in triangle OBN, there is OBN, bacha, check here. OBN, the vertical right angle triangle. How will I write cos theta? For this cos theta, I will write the adjacent will be what, bacha? ON. And what is the opposite? Vector B. Okay. So my cos theta will become what? Please have a look. Adjacent, which is ON upon so hypotenuse, which is what? OB. How much is that? Vector. So OB will be vector B. So ON upon vector B. Cross multiply. You're gonna get what? ON as B cos theta. ON as B cos theta. Again, don't have to write the vector form. Only scalar will do. Chaliye. Okay, so we are getting OM and ON as what? B cos theta and A cos theta. Okay, OM is A cos theta and ON as B cos theta. Have a look. This one. So I can write this as OM equals to A cos theta. So we consider this and this. These two are important. Okay, this is okay. Moving on. Now, how we write dot product of any two vectors? Have a look. A dot B is given by what, bacha? Magnitude of vector A, which is simply A, with the magnitude of vector B, multiplication, and comes the cos theta. Correct? Now, if you take the first part, what is this? What is this? Tell me here. B cos theta going to be? What is B cos theta? ON, right? So please club them together. Right here, A times of B cos theta and club them together. In place of A, write what? ON, right? B cos theta is ON, right? Okay, great. So what I'm getting here, please check. Now if you check carefully, what is A represents? A represents simply what? Vector A magnitude. Vector A magnitude. So what is ON value going to be? My ON value is going to be, bacha, dot product of vector AB upon this you bring over here, so like this. So ON will represent what? The dot product of vector AB divided by the magnitude of the A. Okay. Now what is ON? If you remember, ON is, please check. What is ON? ON is the projection of vector B on A. I'll repeat. This line ON is the projection of vector B on the vector A. Let me write that, please. Let me write. So I can write ON as projection of vector B on vector A. What is ON? Projection of vector B on A, and that is equals to what? This value. Please have a look. This value. Right? Yes. Have a look. I wanted to show you this. Okay. All right. Yes, bacha. This is my requested value or required value for projection of vector B on vector A. Okay, great. If you want to cross check, please, I've written it over here. Projection of vector B on A is going to be what? Dot product of vector AB divided by magnitude of vector A. Dot product of, dot product of AB divided by magnitude of vector A. Okay, same thing I can do again. I can write the same thing over here again. Have a look. I can write this case A dot B equals to what? Same way, AB cos theta, but this time I'll club A and cos theta together. So I'll write it as B times of A cos theta. So if you do this, what is A cos theta value? Please check here. A cos theta is OM. This is what? OM, right? So I'm going to get B as it is and OM over here. I can write B as, again, magnitude of the vector B. So what is my OM going to be? My OM is going to be A dot B, vector A dot B means dot product of vector A and B divided by this, right? Divided by the magnitude of the vector B. So what I'm getting, what is OM? OM is going to be projection of vector A on vector B, and this is equals to what? A dot B upon mod of or magnitude of vector B. Please have a look. This is my answer, bacha. This is my answer. So this is a projection of vector A on B, A dot B upon vector B, projection of B on A. So whatever you're looking for on, you have to write that part here. How come, sir? Think about how come, sir. Think about it. B on A means what? Direction sense is where. If I have to explain you why this modulus A is coming here, think. On A, vector A means what? Where is the direction? Let's say this is vector A, means projection is coming on along which vector? Along the vector A. Means I have to consider what? I have to consider unit vector across vector A. So please check. Vector A upon mod of A. How much is that, bacha? Please have a look, only this part. This part, have a look at this part. Vector A upon mod of or magnitude of vector A. How much is that? That's unit vector across A, right? So since you're looking for projection across vector A, you have to write direction sense for what? You have to write the unit vector for what? Vector A. Now in this particular case, you're looking for what? Projection of vector A across which vector? Vector B. So the unit vector will come for which vector? Please check. For vector B, right? For vector B you're gonna get. Okay, same thing is written over here. Have a look. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Two questions: the statements, how we get it. Second, why we use vector A modulus in the denominator when we're looking for projection of B on A, and why we use vector B modulus in the denominator when we're looking for what? Projection of vector A on B. Clear? Because we're looking for what? A unit vector, a direction sense across which vector? Vector B in this case and vector A in this case. Simple enough, right? So please have a look. This is your summary. This is the two very important points. Both of them. Chali. Please have a note. Please make a note of this. This part is very, very important. Okay. This part is C. The same thing is written over here. Unit vector across B, unit vector across A. Right? Very good. Moving on to bacha results. Few results on this. First one. So if alpha, beta, gamma are the direction angles. We know this, right? Direction, cosine, direction angles we know. So we can write this as, please check. How can they write this? Cos alpha as across x-axis or across x component. So I cap is taken over here. Please check what is this? I cap upon mod of I cap. I cap upon mod of I cap is what, bacha? It's the unit vector across I cap. Same thing written over here. But mod of I cap is how much? 1. So I can write this as A dot I cap upon vector. Please check here. Vector A modulus. Okay. Same way I can write for across y component. Across z axis or the z component is A dot k upon mod of A. Okay. If you cross multiply, you're gonna get what? Please check. You're gonna get this over here will become what? Please check. A with cos. A with cos. How we are getting A1 here, sir? I'm using this one. So this is used over here. Okay, this one. A dot I. If you have to write this, let me write it over here. Cos alpha equals to vector A dot product with I cap upon mod of vector A. That's what it is. Vector A dot with I cap upon mod of vector A. Please check. This is the cross multiplication. What about right side? A dot with A vector dot with I. Think about it. What's the vector A? A1 I cap, A2 J cap, A3 K cap. If you take dot product of this with I cap only, okay, only with I cap, so I and I will be 1, so I'll get A1. For I and J will be 0 because cos 90 is 0, and I and K will be again 0 because cos 90 is again 0. Okay, that's why only A1 will get on this side. Okay, please understand. This cos alpha represents what? The angle cosine with respect to what? With respect to your x-axis. That's why only I cap is considered. For that reason, the component is written as simply A1. Correct? Same way, if you proceed over here, see, this remains same. Mod of vector A times cos beta, both are scalar values. But what about this value? This also is scalar. But why A2? Because if you take over here, dot product of the vector A with J cap, dot product of the vector A, this whole thing with J cap, I with J will be 0, cos 90, J with J will be 1, so A2, and K with J will be again 0 because cos 90. So that's why. Please check my lecture on dot product, you will understand this, the previous session, okay? That's why A2 over here, same way I'm going to get what? A3. So what it basically means? It means that if you take projections, what is A1, A2, A3? A1, A2, A3 are nothing but the projection of vector A. What is this? Vector A is magnitude, right? Across x-axis, across y-axis, across z-axis. I'll repeat. What this line represents, no? That A1, A2, A3 are the x, y component. They are also called as rectangular component of a vector. Across which axis? X-axis. How comes, sir? Cos alpha. This is the angle cosine of which axis? X-axis. What does alpha represent? Angle between the vector and the x-axis. Beta is angle between the vector and the y-axis. Gamma is angle between the vector and the z-axis. So basically, it explains that what? The components A1, A2, A3 of the vector A are the projection of vector A along x, y and z axis. If I have to show you over here, have a look. So basically, so if this is my vector A, let's say, okay, this is my vector A, all right, then what is the projections, bacha? My projections are across, if this is x axis, this is y axis, and this is not y, sorry, okay. If I take like this is my y axis and this is my z axis, okay, again all of these are perpendicular to each other in 3 dimension, then this will be what, bacha? This will be my, okay, A1, and what is this? Please check, this will be over here on z axis will be what, A3. This is my A3, and what is this going to be? This over here, please have a look, this will be A2, sir, across y, across x and across z. Okay, same thing is mentioned over here, have a look. A1 will be given by what? The modulus of the vector A times cos alpha. So what is A1 going to be? Modulus or the magnitude of vector A times what? Cos alpha. Correct? That's how you take the component also, if you remember. In 2 dimension you have taken that. What about A2? This is not A square, forgive me, this is A2, right? This is bacha A2. What will this be? So modulus of the vector A again with what? Cos beta this times. Okay, and this times I'll take for A3, what is this going to be? Vector A modulus with what? Cos gamma. Cos gamma, right? A1 vector, so A1, this is, okay, this is x component, right? A1, A2, A3, right? So A1 will be again not a vector quantity, we're just looking for the values, right? Okay, please have a look. This is my condition. A1 will be given like this, A2 will be given like this, and this is my A3 value over here. Have a look. Got it? So this will represent what? The scalar components will be what? The projection of the vector A, the projection of the vector A across x, y and z axis. This is my vector A, right? This is my vector A. This, if I take this as point O, no, not this one. Forgive me, again mistake in the figure. If I take this to be my point, let's say A, what is this vector? This vector is vector A. So vector A's projection across x will be what? X component given like this. Vector A's projection on the y axis will be y component A2 given like this, and vector A's component across z axis will be A3 given like this. Simple enough. If you want, I can write it over here again. So A1 is what? Cos alpha. What is A2? Cos beta. What is A3? Cos gamma. I know it makes sense to you, okay, because I wanted to show you on the graph, that's why I explained using 3D space. Okay, so I hope this is clear for you. Cos alpha, beta, gamma are what? Cosines of the x, y and z axis with what? Vector A. Have a look. Simple enough. Okay, moving on to the first question. What is it? Find the projection of the vector given like this on the vector given like this. Okay, let's write it. Let's write this to be vector A. My vector is what? I cap plus 3j cap plus 7k cap. What is vector B, bacha? Vector B is this 7 I cap minus j cap, excuse me, plus 8 k cap, so 8 k cap, so great. So we are looking for projection of what? Projection of this vector. So vector A on B. If I take this to be B, that's my answer. How we write this? First numerator will be same. A dot B. If you want, no, you can write it as A dot B cap. A dot unit vector of B. Okay. So what is going to become, bacha? It's going to become, bacha, like this. That's how you write the B cap or unit vector across B. So please check. What I'm getting this as A dot B upon mod of. Can you find A dot B, please? Have a look. A dot B, sir. Dot product of this I cap plus 3j cap plus 7k cap. Dot product with this 7i cap minus j cap plus 8k cap. Divided by modulus of the vector B. Please check. 7 square 49 plus minus 1 square is what? Simply 1 plus 8 square is what? 64. Okay, now how would you solve it? Dot product of with, so if you're taking dot product, I with I will give you 1, but I with j will give you 0. Cos 90, I with k will also give you 0. So take the like component. So 7 I with I get what, bacha? I get simply 7. 3j with minus j, so minus 3. Okay, 7k with plus 8, so plus 56 plus 56. Okay, 7 minus 3 plus 56. Okay, we know the dot product result of the dot product is what? Always scalar. That's why numbers like this. What about the denominator? Please have a look. 49 plus 1, 50, right? 50 over here plus 64. So I get 50 plus 60 is 110. So 114, right? 114. Yes. 9, 1, 10, 10 plus 1, 4 is 14, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 1, 11. Great. How can you factorize this? 7 minus 3 is what, bacha? Is 4. 7 minus 3 is 4 plus this will be 60. 60 upon, okay, 60 upon, what is it going to be? Okay, this is going to be, okay, it's going to be what, 114 I can write, no? For this, it'll be 4 I can do. Okay, so 7 minus 3 is what? 4 plus 56 is 60 upon what? 114. The final answer, bacha. Have a look. Yes, moving on. Question number 1 is done. Very simple problem. Just know this property. Vector or cross product of two vectors. Okay, this might feel sometimes nightmare to some students, but it is actually very simple. Let's solve the questions on them after learning the concepts, and you'll feel the same way with me. Okay, chaliye. So how you write it? Remember, we wrote a dot b as ab cos theta. This will be a cross product. We'll write this as a b, same way sine theta in this case. What is it? AB sine theta. Again, a and b are what? This is the magnitude of the vector a, and this is magnitude of the vector b. This is magnitude of the vector b. What is the angle theta, bacha? Theta is the angle between 0 to pi. Why 0 to pi? So because a triangle can also have obtuse angle, right? So obtuse angle can also be a valid case. So I can write two vectors in this fashion also, right? Please check. I can write it like this also, no? So for that reason, the angle can vary from where to where? 0 to pi degree. 0 to pi, not degree, radians. All right. So what is this going to be? Acha, this you know, right? This you'll have over here as n cap. Why n cap? This is very, very important. Why this n cap? Because this is a vector product. What is the result of a vector product? Result of a vector product is always a vector. Okay, is always a vector. All right. So this n represents unit vector across the like means a vector unit vector which is perpendicular to both these vectors. Means if I have let's say written like this is my, let's say, vector a and this is vector b. Okay, vector and vector b like this. Okay, where is the vector n going to be? Vector n is going to be what? Outside or inside the, depending upon the sign, outside or inside the plane of this screen. Okay, means if a is like this, b is like this, a is like this, b is like this, then you're gonna get what? Outside the plane. A and b. So the unit vector or the direction of the resulting vector, what is it? This vector a cross b is also a vector. The direction sense of the resulting vector a cross b will be outside the plane, okay, or inside the plane, depending upon the direction sense. B cross a will give me negative, so inside, and a cross b will give me positive, so outside. Understand this? So this n vector, n cap, represents what? A unit vector across where our direction sense which is perpendicular to both a and b individually. So if you take this, no, this line perpendicular to this, if I take it outside the plane, that vector, if I take that vector to be, let's say, vector c, if I write this as vector c is equals to a cross b, vector c equals to a cross b, then vector c will be perpendicular to a and b. What it means? Vector c will be perpendicular to vector a and vector c will be perpendicular to vector b, both at the same time. Now sign, whether it is inside or outside, will depend upon whether we are going from a to b or b to a. A to b are going outside, b to b are going inside. Okay, over here. So in this case, no, a cross b will not be equal to b cross a. We had that, no, a dot b equals to b dot a, but in the vector product we will not have this condition. A cross b will not be equal to b cross a. so not commutative. Okay, so we'll see in the properties later, but right now understand this. This n cap represents a unit vector across a direction sense which is perpendicular to both the vectors a and b, given like vector c. Okay, so outside or inside the plane depending upon the sign of the vector. Okay, the resulting. Chali. So this is it for the definition of vector product of two quantities or two vectors. Now looking at the properties of it, first I said a cross b is not equal to b cross a, it's equal to negative of b cross a. Correct? If I take, see here, I explained to you over here, no? If I take a cross b, the direction sense is opposite, right? Like towards outside. But if I take b cross a, finger is going inside, right? So the direction sense is exactly opposite to outside or inside. 180 degree opposite means what is the angle? So minus sign will come. Minus sign will come. Okay. So this is not equal, not commutative like this, written here, non-commutative. Okay. Next is what? If you take cross product of a vector with itself, check here, a cross a if I'm taking. If I'm taking a cross a, what's the result, bacha? A times a sine, what is the angle? 0, right? Vector a is like this, another vector a like this, same direction, right? Direction same means angle is 0. Sine 0 is how much? This is going to be 0. This whole thing will be 0. So if you take cross product of a vector with itself is 0. In the case of dot product it was 1 if you remember. A cos 0 which was 1. So it was a square it was coming as. But in this case you'll have 0. Okay. So a dot a is a square, a cross a is 0. Chali. So you can see from here, for any two parallel vectors, what's the cross product? You can see from here directly. Parallel vectors, what's the angle? 0 degree or pi, whatever it is, okay? So not pi, 0 degree. In that case, what you can say? A cross a will be a sine pi or sine 0. Answer is 0. So for parallel vectors, this result will be true. If I have, let's say, a parallel to b, then vector a cross with vector b will be what, bacha? 0. How come, sir? Because sine 0 will come, so that's why. Chali. So now this distributive property will hold true. If I am multiplying a cross b with b plus c, okay, then I can multiply a cross with b and then add with a cross with c. Okay, so first multiply a cross product with b and a cross product with c and then add them up. So distributive property will hold true in the case of vector product also. Chali. Now if I am multiplying a constant k, like a scalar value x, not k, a scalar value x with a cross product, doesn't matter. You can multiply with a then do the cross product, or multiply with b and then do the cross product. So this x is a scalar value. X is a scalar value, means what? It can be a real number, 2, 3, 5, whatever it is. So it's a scalar value multiplied with the cross product of a and b vector. Then you can multiply the scalar with a and then do the cross product, or multiply the scalar with b and then do the cross product. The result will remain same, bacha. What if I have two scalars? Please check, x and y both are scalars. Then you can multiply them outside as you know, as you multiply algebraically, and then you're going to do the cross product of the vectors given a as a and b, and the result will be same. So let's say I have x, let's say I have 2 times of vector a times of 3 times of vector b. You can write it as simply 6 times of vector a cross b also. Understood? So 2 times 3 is 6 going to be, let's say this is 2 and this is 3. What's the result? 6 times of vector a cross b. Same thing. I can keep the scalars at one place. Great. Now this condition, a cross b the whole square equals to a square, sorry this is it. I can write this as magnitude the whole square. I can write this as whole square and this as whole square. I have taken a question on this, plus or minus over here vector a dot vector b the whole square. How come, sir? I'll tell you, I'll explain you this step when I'm doing the problem. Right now, just remember this is very, very important. Because what will happen, in the question, they'll give you results on a cross b and a dot b and ask you the values to find either this or the missing values, okay? So for that reason, they can ask you to find angles also, okay? So for that reason, it's very important to know this treatment. How it comes, I'll explain it to you, don't worry about that. Now, I cross I, j cross j and I cross I. This k cross k, okay? This is k cross k. 1 second. This is k cross k, sir. K cross k. I hope you can see that. K cross k. So I cross with I, j cross with j, and k cross with k will be 0. How come, sir? Sine 0. Right? I and I, what is the theta value? 0 degree. K, J and J, what is the theta value? Again 0 degree. And K and K, what is the theta value? Again 0. Sine 0 is going to be 0. So I cross I, J cross J and K cross K will be giving you result of 0. Okay, chaliye. What about this I equals to J? Check here. So for this, I can explain you over here. Right here. I cap, J cap and K cap. Okay, if you multiply I with J, you're gonna get what? K. You're gonna get what? K. How come, sir? A perpendicular line, a line perpendicular to both x and y axis, which is it? Z axis, right? Check the 3D space. This is x, this is y, and this is z. Okay, so line perpendicular to both x and y. I cross J means what? Please check. I cross J. I means the vector A, vector B is J cap. If you multiply, the resulting vectors will be a vector perpendicular to both the vectors. That's the vector product definition. The resulting vector of a vector product is what? A vector perpendicular to both the vectors. This is x axis, y axis. Which axis is perpendicular to both the axes? So z axis. That's why K cap. Same way if I take J cross K. If I take J cross K, what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get this as I cap. Check here. J cross K, right? Means y cross x. Y with the x axis. Our axis perpendicular to both x, sorry, J cap means y axis and perpendicular to both z axis also. This is K cap, bacha. What is the result? Going to be x axis. An axis which is perpendicular to both y axis and z axis is what? X axis, so I cap. Same way if I take K cross I, if I take K cross I, I'll get the result as J cap. Please check. K cross I will be J cap. Now if you reverse the direction, you're gonna get what? Minus signs all the time. Okay, means if you go J times I, you're gonna get minus K. Okay, if you go I times K, you're gonna get what? Minus J. If you go K times J, you're gonna get what? Minus I. What I'm saying is I cross J was K. Great, sir. What is J cross I going to be? Minus K, sir. That's obvious, right? I cross J, if you went, let's say it went inside, okay? J, this is inside the plane, no? This all is perpendicular, right? This is perpendicular, bacha. Okay? And this also is perpendicular. X, Y, Z are three perpendicular axes, okay? Z is inside the plane, great. So if you go I cross J, you're getting what? K. So if you go J cross I, you're getting K. If you go J cross I, you're gonna get minus K. Check here, that's why I've written here minus sign. Very important to know the minus signs. Okay, I cross J is K. Remember this order. I cross J is K, J cross K is I, K cross I is J. How come, sir? The resulting vector has to be perpendicular to both the initial vectors which is given in the question. Okay, but if you go reverse, K cross J minus I, J cross I minus K, I cross K minus J. Simple enough. Okay, please have a look. Same thing is explained over here in the seventh property. Very, very important property. I think one of the most important property of the vectors product. Chaliye. Two non-zero vector A, B are collinear if and only if this condition is true. Collinear means what? Parallel also we can take. Collinear means in the same plane, right? Lying like this or lying like this. What's the angle sign over here? Both the cases, either is going to be multiple of what? 0, pi like that. So what is the answer going to be? A cross B will be 0. Why like that? Because the vectors are non-zero. If A is 0, then answer is simply 0. Okay, but if A and B are non-zero vectors, means they are not equal to 0 and they are collinear. You have to prove they are collinear. The condition has to be what? Their cross product is equal to 0. If you have to prove two vectors are collinear, it means what? Their cross product has to be equal to 0 because of sine theta part. Sine of 0 will be 0, bacha. So whether it is like this, whether this is the combination given, or whether this is the combination given, parallel or collinear like this, both of them are called collinear only, no? So the result will be what? A cross B equals to 0. We will take and solve questions on this. Okay, so let's move on. A vector product of two vectors in terms of their rectangular component. We saw right now, usually what is the vector product? A cross B given as A B sine theta. What if the vector is given in the form of rectangular components? Rectangular components means A1 I cap, A2 J cap, A3 K cap. Same way B1 I cap, B2 J cap and B3 K cap. Then what you have to do? Find the determinant of that. From here, please check. A cross will be given by I cap, J cap, K cap. You can write the first row like this. Write the second row as the components of vector A, okay, and second row as the component of the vector B, and find the determinant from here. So if you check I cap, please check here. I cap means positive. So write here positive. I cap times what? You're gonna cancel this and this. So A2 into B3 minus A3 into B2. Same way for J cap, bacha. For J cap, please check. Minus sign will come. So there's a minus sign over here. You're gonna take out this two rows and column. A1 B3 minus A3 B1. Right? This is J cap. The last one with K cap. Okay. This you're gonna take what? Again positive, and cancel this and this row and column. You're gonna get what? A1 B2 minus A2 B1 with the K cap. You know how to find the determinant, right? Not a problem there. And this will be your resulting vector. Please check, is it a vector or not? I cap, J cap and K cap. It's a vector only, right? This is your very, very, very important result. You cannot have the liberty to forget this. This might be difficult to remember. Just remember this. This is the most easiest way to remember this thing. Write I, J, K and write the components in the same way. For x component, y component, z component for the first vector, and the second one will be x, y, z component for the second vector. Okay, write this determinant, write this matrix and find the determinant with respect to I, J and K cap. You're gonna get the answer as the cross product of the vector given as A and B. Simple enough. Please remember this. We'll solve questions on this as also. Now the last property is based upon the result, which is what? If I have, let's say, vector A and B given like this, which is what? Sides of the parallelogram. Which sides? Adjacent side of the parallelogram. Then I can say area of the vector will be given by, so the area of the parallelogram will be given by simply the cross product of the magnitude. If I have parallelogram given like this, let's say, okay, this is, let's say, vector A and this is vector B, okay, then if I'm looking to find the area of this parallelogram, I can write simply it as this. Simply as this. A cross B will be, okay, sorry, the magnitude of this will be area of the parallelogram, whatever it is, ABCD. ABCD. What if instead of adjacent side, what if they gave us the diagonals of the parallelogram? Means if I have, let's say, this case, parallelogram is given, same thing, ABCD, and in this case they have not given us the adjacent sides as vector AB, but this is my vector A and this is my vector B. Okay, what are we looking for? Again, same thing, A cross B with the mod divide by 2. Please check. Find the cross product of A and B and divide by 2. Okay, so like this. Great. What if I do B cross A, sir? Will it matter? Please check, because you're looking for only magnitude, right? So it will not be mattering that much. If you do A cross B or B cross A, don't worry about that. If you're a student and having this doubt, sir, I don't know the direction sense of the diagonals, right? So whether AC is like this or CA, or BA is BD is like this or DB, if I don't know what happens, sir, don't worry about it. A cross B or B cross A, the result will be what? Magnitude, right? So you're gonna square it up, no? Right, in the square root. So you're gonna be what? You don't have to bother about the direction sense of A cross B or B cross A. Simple enough. So A cross B upon 2. A cross B upon 2 for the parallelogram where the diagonals are known as vector A and B. This is the area of ABCD. What about the triangle? If I have two triangles, let's say like this, sorry, not two triangle, if I have a triangle like this, okay, where the sides will be given like this, will be what? Half of A cross B again, half of A cross B again. For triangle also you write the same condition, half of A cross B, sir. Okay, chali. So the properties, so I think I have a question on the parallelogram. I've taken a question on the parallelogram, whether it is side or not I forgot, but we'll see when the question comes to you. But I've taken one question on this property also. Okay, see, what I want to know, I want to teach you all the concepts. I want to spend time in that, then quickly solve the questions on each of the concepts so that you are having some connections with the problems also. Moving on to the question side of the day. Question number 2, sir. Chaliye. Find the magnitude of the vector A cross B if A is given like this and B is given like this. How do you find the magnitude? Before that I have to find what? A cross B. How do we find A cross B, sir? This should click to your mind directly. Write the matrix first. Without any fail, you should be able to have this vision in your mind. Right? The matrix, sir. I, J, and k. No problem, sir. I, j, k. What is I, sir? I is 1 for the first vector, minus 7. Second, and this is 7. For second vector, sir, 3, minus 2 and 2. Find this result. I cap times what? I cap times have to look for. So I'm going to multiply these two minus these two. So minus 14 minus of minus 14. Correct? Minus 7 into 2 is minus 14, and minus sign will come, and minus 2 into 7 will be again what? Minus 14. So luckily for us, this will get cancelled. Minus 14 plus 14 will be 0. So now again not plus. Forgive me. For j cap will be negative, right? How it is negative? I hope you remember. This is which position? A, 1, 2, right? 1 plus 2 is odd. So sign is negative for that element. J cap will be what? Have a look. For j cap, the elements will be considered as, you're going to take this and this for j cap. So 2 into 1 minus 21. Correct, right? 1 into 2 is 2 and 7 into 3 is 21. For j cap is done. Now for k cap, again plus sign will come, bacha. For k cap, what I'm going to take? Have a look. For k cap, plus sign will come, and I'm going to consider what? I'm going to consider this and this. So 1 into minus 2 is simply minus 2, and this is going to be what? Minus of 7 into 3 with a minus sign, so minus 21. I know you know this, that's why I'm getting ahead and solving this quickly. But if you're struggling in determinant also, please go ahead and check my video on the solution of a determinant. I've done it in the playlist. Please go ahead and check it and learn the concept from there and solve some questions at the same time. Please check. So this I cap will be what, bacha? With 0. How much is this? 2 minus 21. So minus 19 plus will come. So plus 19 j cap. Simple, right? 2 minus 21. So minus 19 with a minus j. So plus 19 j cap. How about this? What I'm getting? Minus 2 plus 21, right? So k cap is there. Minus 2 plus 21. Again 19, right? Okay. This is what, bacha. So I can write my A cross B as, let's say, another vector C, which is equals to what? Which is equals to 19 j cap plus 19 k cap. What are they asking us this value? They're not, sir. They're asking us the magnitude of this vector C, the resulting vector C. Surely. This is my answer in the vector form. So I'll just write it for you. Okay. Now what are they asking? They're asking us this value, sir. Magnitude, or write it like this. How do we find it? Under the root square of the terms. So 0 square plus 19 square plus 19 square. How come 0 square, sir? Because I cap is coming with 0, bacha. Okay. So if you want, you can choose to not write it. I can write this as 19 square plus 19 square. 2 times of 19 square. Take 19 square outside. This is my answer. This is my final answer, sir. 19 root 2. Okay. 19 root 2. What is vector C? Vector C is equals to a vector A cross B. Vector A cross vector B. So vector C equals to 19 root 2. My final answer. Please have a look. Okay. Simple enough. Very simple question. I hope you got it right. Yes. Please try these simple questions. So please try from your side, then come back and check the solution. Pause the video. Try from your side because you've learned the concept, right? So please make advantage of that. Chali. Question number 3. Question number 3 कहता है, find a unit vector perpendicular to each of the vector a plus b, a minus b, where a is this and b is this. Let's take a to be x, bacha. Let's take a to be x. So a plus b, I'll need space, I have it. A plus b. Find here, please. What is a plus b? What is a plus b? 3i plus i, 4i cap. 2j plus j, 4j cap, and 2k minus 2k, so plus 0k cap. This is my vector x, or a plus b. Okay, same way I'm going to take a minus b as y. Please check. A minus b as y, sir. What's the result? Tell me here. A minus b, 3i minus i, sir, 2i cap. 2j minus 2j, sir, plus 0j cap. Excuse me. Okay. 0 j cap, and what? 2k minus 2k, sir, 4k cap. This is what? Vector y. Now what are they asking? Have a look. A unit vector perpendicular to each of the vector, right? Let's say I have this as z is a perpendicular vector. Z is that perpendicular vector across what? Across each of the vector A cross B, and this is what? X and Y. So unit vector perpendicular to each of the vector. I'm taking, let's say, Z perpendicular to X and Y. How can we gonna get that? Using this or not? Think about it. If I have a vector X and vector Y and take their cross product, I'll get a vector Z which will be perpendicular to X and Y. A vector perpendicular to X and Y. What is X, sir? X is this, sir. What is Y, sir? Y is this, sir. Yes or no? So vector Z will be a vector perpendicular to X and Y. Simply A plus B and A minus B. Simply A plus B and A minus B. What are they asking? Z vector. They are asking unit vector Z. Means they are asking Z cap. How are we going to find Z cap? Sir, vector Z upon mod of vector Z. And a good question. Very good question. They are not asking just the vector Z. They are asking a unit perpendicular vector. Okay. So unit vector means Z vector. What is Z vector? The cross product of X and Y. What is X? A plus B and A minus B. So write the value of Z now. So Z vector is going to be what, bacha? X, okay, cross Y, okay, X cross Y, okay, upon mod of X cross Y. Fun, right? Z is what? X cross Y. Please check from here. And what is mod of Z? Mod of X cross Y. Now what is X? What is X? Final answer I'm writing. What is X going to be? X is what? A plus B. So right here, A plus B. Okay. Cross product with A minus B. Okay. Upon what? Modulus of A plus B, cross product with A minus B. This is my final answer. Okay. So I'll try to find this value now. The multiplication of this. Please check. What is this going to be? How will you find this result? So what result I'm talking about? I'm talking about this. A cross, sorry, one second. A plus B cross A minus B. A plus B cross A minus B. How we write any, what do you call, cross product? In the form of determinant or the matrix. So right here, first will come what? I, J and K. Then you're going to write what? You're going to write first for A plus B, vector A plus B. What is the vector A plus B element? Please check here. A plus B. So I have A plus B as 4, 4 and 0. Right here, bacha. 4, 4 and 0. From where, sir? Please check. X is what? A plus B, right? 4, 4, 0. What about the other vector? What is this going to be? Vector A minus vector B. What's the element for that? A minus B. Check here. 2, 0, 4. 2, 0 and 4. Okay. Find this determinant. What is this? Simply I can write it as X cross Y. Okay. So I'll have I cap times 4 into 4, 16 minus 0. Please check. 4 into 4 is 16 minus 0. Minus J cap times, what is going to be, tell me here? This will cancel. So 4 into 4, 16 again minus 0. Please check. For J cap, I'll cancel this and this. So 4 4 is 16. Minus sign will come for J cap, and 2 into 0 will be 0. Okay. Great. So cancel this out. Now for the last one, K cap. What I'll have, bacha? Plus K cap times what? You're going to cancel this and this. 0 into 4 minus 4 into 2. So 8. What I'm getting the answer to be, X cross Y is coming as what? 16 I cap. What is this? Minus 16 J cap minus 8 K cap. This is my what? Please check. This is my X cross B, X cross Y. I'm not looking for just X cross Y. I'm looking for also modulus of that. Let's find that value as well. Over here only. What's that going to be, bacha? Please check. So 16 square minus 16 square will become what? Again 16 square, and this will become what? Again 8 square. Can you take 8 square common from all of this? Please check. Take 8 square common from everything. I'm going to get what? If I take 8 square common, I'm going to get this as 8 outside. Please have a look. This is what? 2 into 8 the whole square. This is 2 into 8 the whole square. This is just 8 the whole square. I'm taking 8 square common. will come out as 8. What is left here? 2 square. What's left here? 2 square again. What's left here? Simply 1 square. I'm taking 8 square common. Outside the root will become 8. What is this answer? Please check here. 4 plus 4 plus 1. 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. So I'm getting this x cross y, the mod as what, bacha? 8 times of root 9. How much is that? 8 times of 3. How much is that? 24. How much is that? 24. Now I have this value 16i, 16j and minus 8k. Please check, write it here. I'm writing the final answer over here. For the numerator part, I have 16i minus 16j, not plus, it is minus only, minus 8k, forgive me, divided whole thing by, mod of this will be coming as what? This value was coming as 24. Divide here, 16 by 24 will be what, bacha? 8 2 ja, 8 3 ja. So 2 by 3 I cap minus 2 by 3 j cap and minus 1 by 3 k cap. This is the unit vector perpendicular to which? The vector a plus b and a minus b. This is not j cap, sorry, forgive me. This is not z cap. This is z cap only, not z vector. This is z cap. What is this vector? What is this answer? This is the answer for unit vector perpendicular to the vector a plus b and a minus b when a and b was given like this. A very good question. Please have a look. From the beginning, a and b was given. I found a plus b as x, a minus b as y. Then I found what? I took their cross product to be z. I'm looking for a unit vector across z, so I wrote z cap as z vector z upon mod of z. Okay, what is z going to be? X cross y upon mod of x cross y. From here I wrote the value of x cross y to understand this condition. I solved for this over here using the matrices, found the determinant value to be, then I got x cross y as 16i minus 16j minus 8k. Okay, found the mod to be 24. This is my result. 2 by 3 I cap minus 2 by 3 j cap minus 1 by 3 k cap. Please have a look. Okay, again, I hope you had fun in this question. A very good question, right? You had to use your brain to solve this question. Steps are not difficult, calculation is not difficult, just you have to be organized in the concept. Okay, you have to be confident in the concept. How will you be confident in the concept? By practicing more and more problems. Okay, so when I come and solve these questions, no, please go back. If you're getting everything very easily and you can solve the question without taking any help, then you're prepared. But if you are struggling, then solve similar questions from your reference books, okay, NCERT or other reference book that you are having. Okay, so that this is a very simple problem. Multiply this with this, this with this. Okay, then both the brackets actually. So vector a with a plus b. I can use the distributive property. Vector a with both of them. So vector a cross vector a, okay, plus vector a cross vector b. I'm using the vector a product with the second bracket. Same way. Minus vector b cross vector a. Okay, and minus b vector cross b. I've done the expansion, right, using the property of distributive law. Okay, a cross a is what? 0. A sine 0, right? A cross a is always 0. What about this, sir, as it is? A cross b only. What about b cross a? I can write this as minus a cross b again. Please check. I can write b cross a as minus a cross b. Right, opposite sign, this is non-commutative in nature, minus 0 again. Please check. I get a cross b here, and the minus with minus will become what? Plus. So plus a cross b. What's my result, bacha? 2 times of a cross b. Proved, right? Correct. Simple problem. Had fun. Moving on to the next question, question number 5. If mod of vector a cross b is equals to 4 and mod of a dot b equals to 2. Okay, this is the property, right, I talked about. Let me show you this property, bacha. This property, where is it? This property, yeah, over here. Please check. You can use directly and get the answer, I don't mind. Okay, they have given this as 4. Okay, this has I think 2, so you can just bring this over here. It will become 4 square plus 2 square. So 16 plus 4 will be 20. Answer should be 20. Please have a look. Okay, so I can write this over here like that. Please check. A cross b, the whole square equals to what is it? Vector A square times magnitude of vector B square minus what is it? Dot product magnitude the whole square, right? Okay, how much is that given as? 4. So 4 square equals to what? This is what we're looking for, right? Minus 2 square. Bring it over here. 16 plus 4, how much is that? 20 equals to what they were asking, right? Answer is option number D. But I told you, I said this, I promised you, I'll tell you how we got this result. I'll tell you how we got this result. So let me show that to you. But answer is 20, D as for 20. If you don't want, obviously you can move ahead. But if you want to, I know almost 60-70% students will be struggling with this. How are we getting this result, sir? How can they remember this, sir? How it is easier for to remember, sir? Please have a look, bacha. I'll explain it for you, for those people. Let's see. So what is A cross B first? Vector A cross B is what, bacha? Vector, this is again the concept part. The answer is complete over here, 20. Answer is complete over here, 20. How are we getting this result? We're talking about that. So what is A cross B going to be? A cross B is going to be what, bacha? Remember this? Vector A, okay, mod, vector B, and what is this going to be? With sine theta, right? This is the definition of the cross product, okay? Now take the whole square. First take the mod, okay? First take the mod, yeah, whole square. Same thing will come over here. This is already going to be what? I'm taking mod, right? So n cap will become what? I have n cap on this side. Will become what? 1, right? If I take mod, this is a value. This is a scalar value. Sin theta is also a scalar value. Remember this. The result is what? With an n cap. But if I'm taking mod on both sides, mod of n cap will become what? 1. Please see. This is what? All of this will be a constant only, no? This is a constant. This is a constant. And this also is a constant, sir. But mod of n cap will become what? 1. What is n cap? N cap is the vector perpendicular to both the vectors A and B. Definition, if you remember, mod of n cap. And this whole thing what? Whole thing, the whole square. I'm taking whole square, right? Now please check. I can rewrite this as A, B, whole square will be written like this. Please check. I can take the whole square on each of the term. Scalar value will remain as it is, A square, vector B, magnitude the whole square. What will this be, bacha? Sine square theta. What about n cap square? N cap is 1. Why, sir? Because this is a unit vector, right? So n cap will be 1. 1 square will be what? Simply 1. Chali. Alright. Now in this case, I can write sine square as the identity 1 minus cos square. Have a look now. So I can write like this. A cross B, the whole square equals to what? This will remain as it is. So A square, B square, and this will become what? 1 minus cos square theta. Expand on the RHS part. If I multiply this with 1, I'm getting what? This square with vector B square minus, same thing will come, square vector B square and cos square theta, right? Now I can rewrite this second statement again. Please check. This will be as it is. So vector A square, vector B the mod square minus sine. I can write this as, bacha, vector A mod, vector B mod, and cos theta the whole square, because this is whole square over here. Please check. Square, square, and cos square. So I can write the whole square. Now please see carefully. What is this going to be? Vector A square, the mod. Again, this is true. Minus sign will come. And what is this? AB cos theta. Please check. AB cos theta is what, bacha? Is going to be what? A dot B, right? AB cos theta is what? A dot B, the whole square. And what is the LHS? A cross B mod the whole square. What's my result? This is it, sir. Please check. Mod of A cross B, okay, equals to mod of A square, mod of B square, mod of A square, B square, and square of A dot B, square of A dot B. Please have a look. How do we get it? Using this expansion from here. Additional information, okay? This is how we get the result. All right, please have a look. Shall I move on? I hope this is all visible to you. Just something I wanted to explain to you, because if you are having this doubt how we get this result, sir, I wanted to be honest with you and get the result in front of you. Okay, chaliye. Question number 6. The vectors A and B are parallel. I told you we'll solve questions on this. Parallel means what? Blindly write this. A cross B will be what, bacha? 0, sir. Because sign will make it to be 0. Great. How we find A cross B? Using matrices, sir. So A cross B would be given as, I'll write I cap over here, J cap over here, and K cap over here. What is I? 2, 1 and 3 for the first vector, 2, 1 and 3. For over here, 4 minus lambda and 6. What is the next step? The next step is to find the determinant across ij and k. Across ij and k. How will we find it? Please have a look. Chaliye. So I cross will be what? 6 minus of minus 3 lambda, so plus 3 lambda. Okay, great. Minus j cap will be what, bacha? Something like this. Again I can do, right? 12 minus 12, and I can keep going like this, right? Same way I can do for k cap also. But doesn't matter? It does not matter, sir. How come? Please check this. This is enough for our answer. What is A cross B? 0, sir. 0 means what? 0 means what? 0 means 0 I cap plus 0 j cap plus 0 k cap. Compare I cap coefficient. I get 0 equals to 6 plus 3 lambda, means lambda equals to minus 2. Minus 2 times 3 is what? Minus 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Answer is what? So just by looking at the coefficient of I cap, I can write the answer to be lambda equals to minus 2. Please check. Simple problem. Don't have to do everything. Just see the coefficient, compare the coefficient of the I cap, and get the answer to be lambda equals to minus 2. A simple problem. Let's move on to question number 7, sir. Okay, question number 7. Projection of vector of A, okay, on B. Or this is definition, right? Okay, on B means what? Remember this. Projection of vector A on B means what? So A will be as it is, and times what? I'll write B unit vector. Correct, right? A dot B unit vector. What is going to be? Tell me here. A dot B upon mod of B. Option number B is the same thing, right? Correct? Chaliye. Question number 8. Question number 8. For any vector x, the value of x I cap the square. Okay, this is a cross product. X cross I whole square, x cross j whole square, x cross k whole square is going to be what? Think. So if I write x to be, so I will not solve this entirely. No need. Just think in your brain. If I write vector x as, let's say, a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap. I'm thinking of what? Cross product. We know that I cross I is what? 0, right? Same goes with j cross j, and same goes with k cross k also. Okay, we not bother about other ones. We don't bother I cross j. That will not be important for us. Only remember this: I cross I will be 0, j cross j will be 0. Please see this, and k cross k will be again 0. Okay, not visible. Let me rewrite this part. Okay, 1 second. 0 and k cap. Okay, so I cross I 0, j cross j 0, k cross k also 0. Now have a look. If I'm multiplying this x with this only I cap, I'll have I with this I, so that will be 0. First will be 0. I'll be left with what? I cross j and I cross k. So I'll have only the result for j and k in this case. Please check. So I cross j will give me what? K, and I cross k will give me what? Again what? J, right? I cross k will give me j, right? I cross j is k, and I cross k will give me minus j. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. So basically, I'll forget about. I will not, get into the science and everything. Just remember this. We'll have only terms of what? J and k over here. Okay. Now the result. We'll have only product of j and k over here, because I with I will make one thing. So basically, I'll have only two of them. Okay, not j and k. I'll have j and I only. Sorry, I have k and I only. Okay, this will be I only, but does not matter. We'll have only two over here, right? Please see this. The point is, we'll have only two of the component over here. We'll have only two components over here. Okay. Same way, if you do with j with j will make 0, other component will be there, j cross I and j cross k. I'll have what? I'll have j cross I and j cross k, correct? J cross I and j cross k. So another two components. If I do with x with k, x cross k, please check, x cross k, okay? So k and k will make 0. So what I'll have? I will have again what, bacha? Only two components, which will be what? I cross, I'll have it as I cross k, and also we'll have j cross k. Okay, I cross k and j cross k. Okay, does not matter. Basically, again, I'll have two components. If you club them together, you're getting what? Total 6 components, but they'll be repeating in nature. So you're gonna get what? 2 times of, if you solve this, vector x, vector x. Okay, now if you take the mod of that, the whole square, what are you gonna get, bacha? Please check. 2 will be there, 2 will be there, okay, outside this part. Please check option number B. If you're finding it difficult to understand, I'll give you one hint. I didn't want to solve this because there's no point of solving it. Okay, just if you multiply x cross I, you'll have only 2 components over here. Multiply x cross j, you'll have again only 2 components over here. Multiply x cross k, you'll have again 2 components over here. Okay, whole square will make it positive again, whatever the sign is, whole square is present over here. So magnitude, if you take, you'll have twice of the whole of this, you'll have twice of, let's say like this, twice of what? A1 square I cap, A2 square j cap plus A3 square k cap. And how much is that? Simply check here. If x is A1, A2, A3, this is what? This is simply x square, the mod. Okay, A1 square I cap, A2 square j cap, A3 square k cap will be what? Same result. Okay, if it is without I cap, will become simply modulus. Okay, please check option number B. If you're having this doubt, let me know in the comment section if this is your doubt. But I want you to first attempt and solve it. How would you solve it? I will give you a hint. Take this as A1, A2, A3 and multiply with I cap. Check here. A1 with I, 0 sir. Next, what is it? A2 j with I. J cross I is how much? J cross I is what, sir? Minus k. So I get my A2 minus A2k. Same thing. For A3 you'll have what? A3 k with I. K with I will be what? Minus j. So minus A3j. Like that you solve for this also and take the whole square. You're gonna get what? Positive terms and get the result like this. Simple question. It's a simple question. If you solve, no, it'll become difficult. It'll become complicated. But if you think, if you have the vision to think like the problem, how the flow is, then you get the answer very simply, 2x square. Why I'm saying this? Because you'll, in the KCET you'll not have time to complicate the problem. Simple questions, vectors has to be done within 10 to 15 seconds. You cannot solve the questions in too much time, like calculus. Calculus takes time. Vectors you can save time if you know the concept completely. Okay, so make sure that you have all the concepts and then you go for your practice and mocks of vectors. This week you'll have mock test on vectors, so be prepared in that. I saw a few comments saying that, sir, I did only half of it, I got confident for that. So it's good to be confident, bacha. Just if you're sure that you got you have very good grasp on the particular chapter, very good, I'm proud of you. But do one thing, revise the basics and important concept first, then you write the problem. Even if you're confident, please check your arsenal. If you revise things, then you'll be not getting that 19 marks, 15 marks, 25 marks. You're gonna get out of out. Just revise the concept even if you are confident in the chapter. So if you just revise this thing again and again and then go and solve the mock, you'll get very good marks. Chaliye. Question number 9. 2i cap plus 3j cap minus 5k cap is given as vector A. Vector B, mi cap plus nj cap plus 12k cap. Okay. A cross B is equal to 0, then find. They have given this condition. Means they are collinear, okay? They are, A and B are collinear, either parallel or whatever it is. So they are given collinear. Find the m, comma n. चलिए कर लेते हैं. How will you find A cross B? This is simple, right? Write the matrix. What is going to be first row? I, J, K. Then what elements will be what for the second row? 2, 3, 5, minus 5. 2, 3, minus 5 for A. For B, I'll have m, n, and 12. M and plus 12, right? Find this. So I cap times what I'm gonna get? 36 minus of minus of 5n. Okay, 36 plus 5n, correct na? Minus 5n with a minus sign will come again, plus 5n. Please do the please solve this determinant. You're gonna get the same result. Next time I'm gonna get what? Minus j Please check for this. For this I'll have what bacha? I will have to cancel this and this. I'm gonna get 24 minus of minus m. I'm gonna get what? Plus 5m again. Okay. I don't have to do other for k also. I don't need. I don't have to do what for k. How come so? Because I can write this as 0 I cap plus 0 j cap plus 0 k cap. Okay, 0 k cap. Compare this for I cap. Compare for I cap. What are you gonna get? 36 plus 5n equals to 0. So what is n equals to bacha? Minus 36 by 5. Okay, n equals to minus 36 by 5. Great. What about for j cap? For j cap, what you'll have? You'll have 0 again equals to minus sign of 24 plus 5n. 24 plus 5m. Can we get what? 24 plus 5m equals to 0. So what is m equals to? Minus 24 upon 5. Minus 24 upon 5. Okay, please check. Option number, one second. Option number, minus 24 upon 5 is m. Minus 26 upon 5 is n. Option number A. Okay, simple problem. I hope you got it. Yes, simple question, sir. The value of lambda for which the vectors, if this is my vector A and vector B are parallel. Okay, one second. Vector B are parallel. I've done this kind of question. Please solve it. Homework for you. Okay, solve and let me know that you got it right. Got it right? I'll give you the answer. I'll give you the solution, like which is the correct option, and you have to solve and let me know whether it is correct option or not. So option number A has to be right. Option number A has to be right. 2 by 3. I think so. Please have a look. If you're getting a different answer, let me know. If you're getting the same answer right, GIR, got it right, sir. Okay, got it right, sir. This is a homework question for question number 10. How will you comment? Question number 10, sir. Either got it right. Either right what? Question number 10, sir. Let's say other option you're getting C. Let me know how. Okay. So I hope this is wrong. Only option number A is correct. Please check. Okay. Please check. Verify your answer. Have the same approach. What is the approach, bacha? Vector A cross vector B equals to 0. Because they have given parallel vectors. They have given what? Parallel vectors. So vector A cross B is 0. Have a look. Last question. The area in square units of the parallelogram whose diagonals are given. Diagonals given means, remember this concept? Area of parallelogram is what? Half of what? The modulus of A cross B, where A and B are what? A and B are diagonals. If it was adjacent side, we used to write just simply A cross B. Great, A cross B. This is the answer. So how would you find A cross B, bacha? First, A cross B would be given by, I write here I cap, J cap and K cap. Please write the second and third row elements. Second row element will be over here, 8i minus 6j, right? So 8 minus 6 and 0. And the third row element will be what? 3 plus 4 minus 12. 3 plus 4 and minus 12. So please solve this. I get this as I caps times 72 minus 0. So simply minus plus 72. Because 6 into 12 is 72. Minus into minus is plus. 4 into 0 will be 0. Okay. Now minus j cap times, please check, cancel second row and the first row and the second column. Minus 12 times of 8, minus 48, minus 96, right? Okay, and what is this going to be, bacha? Minus 0, because 3 times of 0 is what? Again 0. For the last one, which is K cap, please have a look. I'll have 8 times of 4, so 32, and minus 6 times of 3, 18, right? With a minus sign. Okay, great. Please see this answer. A cross B I'm getting A cross B as what, bacha? 72 I cap. Okay, 1 second, sir. We'll have less space over here. I'll change the ink color. 72 I cap plus 96 j cap, okay, and how much is that? 18 plus 32, 50, right? Correct. So plus 50 k cap, right? 18 plus 32 is 50, correct. Okay, this is my A cross B, but are we looking for A cross B? No, so we are looking for A cross B, the modulus. What is that going to be? Tell me here. Root of all the numbers square. 72 square plus 96 square plus 50 square. We have to do the multiplication. Please have a look. 72 square will be what, bacha? Please check. 4, 14, 14, 1, 50, right? Correct. 14, 50, correct. So 4, 8, 1, 5. 5, 1, 8, 4. Do for 96 also. 96 times of 96. 6, 3, 5, right? 1 second. If you're not sure, do the multiplication from your side also. 36, 9 6 are 54, plus 3 is 57, 9 6 are 54, in hand 5, 9 9s are 81 plus 5, 86, right? Okay, so 6, 2, 9 2 1 6, okay, 9 2 1 6, 5 1 8 4. So I can write this as A cross B mod is equals to what? 5 1 8 4 plus 9216, is it? 9216 plus 50 square is 2500 plus 2500. Please check the sum. What I'm getting? So 0 0 will make what? 6 plus 4 is 0, and what is it? 8 plus 1 9, carry 1 is again 0. Okay, so I have again 1. So 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 1 8, and plus the carry is 1. Okay, 2 plus 9, 11 plus 5 is 16. Root is what? 169 root is 13, and 100 root will be what, bacha? Simply 10. So my this value is coming as A cross B is equals to what, bacha? 130. But we are looking for this value, no? Area of parallelogram is what? A cross B modulus divided by 2. How much is that? 130 divided by 2. How much is that? 65 units, sir. 65, not units, it's area, right? So square units, forgive me. 65 square units, sir. Simple question. Have a look. Okay, yes, I hope there's no doubt in this. The formula is straightforward. The last property that we learned on vector product, A cross B we found using the matrices. Got the determinant value as 72 I cap, 96 j cap, and plus 50 k cap. Found this using the modulus formula for a vector x square plus y square plus z square. Got this multiplication. 72 square is 5184, 96 square is 9216. Adding them I get 16900. Answer is 130 by 2 is 65 square unit area of parallelogram. Okay, have a look. Problem is solved, sir. We have solved 11 questions. One I've given homework, but I know you can solve. I've given the solution also. But this is it. This is it for the session today, bacha. Very good session, very engaging session. We have covered all the concepts in vector algebra. Okay, if I missed something, if you want me to add something, let me know in the comment section. Okay, so for this chapter, concepts are over. I will come back again with one session where we'll solve only questions. So I have included that as per your requirements. In the live sessions you were asking, in the comments also you were asking that, sir, we need more practices. Okay, we need to practice more and more questions, so please give that. So for that reason I'm keeping one session only for practice and revision. So we'll do that in the next session. Okay, for now this is it. Keep working hard, keep smiling, have positivity around you. Okay, and try to be focused, keep yourself healthy. Time is nearer. Okay, so please keep yourself healthy and be have some time, some gaps in between to keep yourself fresh also, and keep revising through the concepts. If you have actually worked hard on yourself, if you have done the work on yourself, you must have seen the difference by now. Okay, I can see the comments also are engaging. In the live sessions you are also coming up confident, so very good. I can see that, but I would like to have more participation from students. I would like to have more students coming in and doing more and more work. Okay, so please do that. Please just don't watch the sessions, do the problems, make sure that you get benefited from the sessions. Okay, that's why we are here, bacha. With this I would like to end the session. Please take care. Bye bye.